Hey guys, how's it going? Tim here with Solo Discovery, and welcome back to another episode in my Realistic Survival playthrough series on space engineers. This episode, I've decided we may not be starting our build or completely be abandoning Outpost Alpha this episode, but what we are going to do is, let me make sure, okay, wanted to make sure that was off since I'm just deposited back all of my inventory for my ship, or almost all the inventory on my ship. But what we are going to be doing this episode is scouting for where we want to build our base. So we need to find an ice lake, and with everything I have in when I've got all of the items I need in my inventory, the ship is struggling to maintain altitude and fly. It doesn't have very long of a battery life remaining, so I don't want to be trying to scout when I'm running low on battery. So yeah, we're just going to be scouting out. We'll actually check out this RLMG beacon base, see what that's all about, show you guys that, and find the new point that we're going to set up for our new base. So yeah, you can see it's got this little blue bubble around it. That is a safe zone. What that is going to do is will prevent me from fly through it. Yep, just entered a safe zone. So as you can see, I'll even try and land. I should be able to land and connect up to its point, but I won't be able to actually do anything. Just had a little bit of lag there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to connect up. Alright, so we're just parked it right there. That's fine. Alright, let's see what we got going on in here. Oh, I can actually get into this. There's a drill in there. That's all the same inventory, just different ways to access it. Looks like they've got some of the decorative stuff in here. They've got some of the plants, tables, and all that. Contracts. So this is what I was saying. You can take contracts to earn different money. So like this one, I can earn 462 iron. That's a whole lot of iron. Yay. So yeah, I'm not going to read them because there's, as you can see, a bunch of them. They've all got different rewards. Like this one, you get payment for stuff. This one, you get a lot of payment, but as you can see, there's quite a bit of distance you got to take. A lot of them have time limits, and you can earn different stuff. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, you can do different stuff, earn credits, and then is this one a store? Probably. Yeah, so this one's a store, and then you can come over here and spend your hard-earned credits on different stuff. If I want to buy iron ore, you can price per unit, so I can buy one piece of iron ore for 111 credits, and by default you start out with 10,000 credits. Yeah, you can buy different things. I can buy a nice drill, and I can even sell. This is what they will accept. So you can do all that. Let's see what else we got in here. An ATM. You can deposit credits in there in case you don't feel like. So it won't even let me go back there, and looks like the kitchen. Is that a window? Okay, that is window. Yeah, so even if... Okay, so this door won't let me in. Another thing with the safe zone, can't grind. So that's pretty much ensures that this whole base is going to stay here unless I somehow figure out a way to break it. I cannot use the vending machine. I can come in this one though. What do they got in here? Ooh, a ladder. Let's see what's up here. One second. Alright, sorry about that. I had a little thing pop up on my screen. You guys weren't able to see it, but I had something pop up that I had to deal with for a second. And I can't get into any of those. Do they have anything useful in here? Just a grinder. So I don't know why I can access these, the armory's inventories, but these lockers I can't access. A bed. And I'm sleeping through the night. Maybe. Yep. And it is now magically day. Look at that. What we got in here? Just a little balcony. Anything useful, or do you just come up here and look? Looks like just another, or a nice spot to come check. Ooh, no, you can come up this side. What do we got over here? Look down in there, and the beacon. Okay, so yeah, well that is, I'm not going to risk jumping and accidentally missing and falling to my death. That is everything they got going on up here. Neat little little spot. We may end up, or I may end up taking a contract or something just to earn some credits, see what I can get, but we are back off to do our scouting. Which way is the base? Base is off that direction. So where do I think an ice lake will be? I'm gonna and check out this direction. And if I can't find an ice lake, I really do want to find an ice lake, but if I'm unable to find a ice lake, then we are just going to pick a spot in the mountain that's got a fairly level ground in front of it, and there's no ice lake there. Fairly nice spot that's got level ground in front of it that is relatively close to an iron deposit, because I am not doing the long trek for iron anymore. I have had it with making long journeys for iron. If I don't have an iron deposit within 5 kilometers of my base, and not just an iron boulder but an actual iron vein in the ground, then we're not establishing a base there. Go getting more up into snow. So snow will also provide me ice, but it's only surface. It's only on the surface. I'm getting real close to that ground. I'm not liking that. See my shadow there on the mountainside. No, it's just the mountain coming, getting closer to this hill. So yeah, the way I've got my hotbar set up, I've got the rear thrusters to be able to toggle just my rear thrusters off, so that way, as you can see, I'm pretty much maintaining maximum speed, and I'm not using any extra thrust to do that. That saves on the battery quite a bit. So I'm only using 21% right now, and that's just to keep myself up in the air. Now, once we get this loaded down, that's going to take quite a bit more power to keep me up in the air, and that once I leave the base, I'll done with this episode, get back to the base, I'm going to have to let this fully recharge, because otherwise I'm going to have like 10 minutes of flight time when the miner is fully loaded down to as much as it can carry and still remain in the air. A real big valley. I was kind of hoping that right down there they'd have an ice lake, but no luck. So, sorry I had a cough again. I wanted to try and mute my mic so I'm not deafening you guys listening. Yeah, so what was I just saying? Wanting an ice lake back there, yeah. Like, really, the reason I want an ice lake is because that will make it a lot easier to, obviously, to gather ice. So I can run some hydrogen engines for when I plan on trying to have my base run mostly off of wind and solar, but I'd like to have a few hydrogen engines. What is that? I saw gold. I'd like to have a few hydrogen engines for when we are running multiple refineries, multiple assemblers, multiple build and repair systems, and it'll be like really sapping our power. Yeah, I don't plan on running consistently off of hydrogen engines. Probably have a large battery bank, and by large battery bank I mean like probably a room full of eventually 10 to 20 batteries. Quite a few. I didn't see iron. I saw nickel, carbon, magnesium, silicon. Like 10 to 20 batteries, and then also having batteries tucked away throughout the base. So is that just, yeah, that's just the world glitch now and ground not forming. I almost got excited thinking that was an ice lake, a small little ice lake. But yeah, trying to do that, and then I can run hydrogen engines to charge those batteries up, and then shut the hydrogen engines back off, run off of battery power for a while, and just kind of rinse and repeat that cycle. Because hydrogen engines they do produce a lot of power, but they eat ice. Like they eat hydrogen. Hydrogen is ice, so they burn through ice pretty quick, which is why I want to be on an ice lake, so it's not an absolute pain in the butt gathering up that ice. And as you can see, that is a transport courier, and like I said, I don't remember if it was last episode or 2 episodes ago, but yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen another base spawn up yet. I don't know what the spawning criteria is for that, for actual ground bases, but whatever ship is flying around seems to change around. I've seen sky factories, those, I've seen minings, I've seen some that just from the name sounds like some sort of combat ship. So I wouldn't mind if I can't find something. This looks fair. Well, I guess that is kind of steep. I don't want to build it into a steep hill. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh, see, there we go. I was just talking about it, and there it is. There's silver. Yeah, there is our first, and I don't want to get anywhere near that thing because I don't have any armor on this. So as soon as I get close to it, it is going to start shooting, and I have no way to re-attack it, or to attack it back. Magnesium, silicon. All I'm asking for is a little bit of ice. Oh boy, I'm getting... Give me a good amount. There we go. This was deceiving, the incline on this. Alright, well, I don't know if we are going to be able to find an ice lake this episode. We're not really having much luck. Yeah, I'm heading back this way. I guess we flew that way. I guess we'll fly back over our outpost, past the iron, and check out along this way, and come back around and come back up. We just went almost 20 kilometers out, so... Oh, see in there. There we go, territory defense station. So, yeah, I'm not sure what it took to spawn that in, but now we've got two different little enemy bases that we can potentially attack and salvage stuff from. So once we get our new base set up, we will definitely want to be doing some little raiding missions and attacking those. That's getting... Give myself a little bit more altitude. Alright. I don't know what's going on with those little stutters. I don't have anything else running, and probably just because I'm flying so high, it's trying to render in too much too quickly, would be my guess. Make it over this ridge so I can see. I don't know where I spawned in on the Earth-like planet, but I am not a fan of this location on the Earth-like planet. This is, so far, it has just not been good for us. My other save that I first started playing Space Engineers on, I spawned in and I had one ice lake about 2 kilometers away, had another ice lake little over 10 kilometers away, and then there was another one when I was just out scouting around seeing what, that was like 20 or 30 kilometers away from where my base, where I decided to establish my base, and there was more iron than I knew what to do with. There was more of everything. Where I built my first base, I was actually like the base was on top of... Oh, there's another beacon. The base was actually right on top of my, or not my, but right on top of a iron deposit, a cobalt deposit, and a gold deposit. Like, I was actually able to, because I built that base into the side of the mountain, and I was actually able to have a tunnel from inside my base go to those iron, cobalt, and gold deposits without ever having to actually leave my base. That's how close I was. And then less than a kilometer away, there was a nickel deposit and a silicon deposit. And I want to say a magnesium deposit that close too. Like, it was, everything was close. And on this one, like, we've got plenty of all the resources except for the most important one, iron. So we are just not doing too lucky so far. Since I guess we're coming this way, we'll check out this UNVCT beacon. See what kind of stuff they got. Because why not? This episode, sorry it's not too entertaining. Probably should have just done this off camera, but I'm not going to be able to get an episode out I don't know if I'll be able to get one out the rest of this week, so that's why I just wanted to hop on and show you guys what I can while I can. At least get this miner out a little bit more and do some flying. Okay, so another neat little base design. I'm actually not going to run into it because that's just going to take more time that honestly I don't feel like taking. I really want to find a spot to be able to put our new base. That is my goal, and I don't know if that's going to happen this episode, but you guys were able to see a good bit of the world, see me flying around. See that the miner, while it is not perfect, it is functional. And once we get the new base set up, I will be rebuilding this. Probably won't rebuild it on camera. Like, you guys see the same, it's going to be the same general design. I'm just going to optimize it a little bit better. Get the armor blocks on it so it's a little bit more sturdy, so I don't have to be as careful with it. Slap some more motors on it, or some atmospheric thrusters on it, so it's a little bit more powerful, can carry a little bit more weight without struggling quite so much. Probably still keep the 2 drills. I like the 2 drill concept. I've got another miner that is able to carry like 100,000 kilos worth of stuff, well, including its own weight. Its own weight, I think, is like 40. What is that? And of course, it just disappears. I didn't catch the one. I saw the one was magnesium. Silicon, ice, okay. If it would have said iron, I would have been totally happy and just would have dropped a beacon there. Or a GPS marker there. Because at this point, I'm just looking for iron. Like, an ice lake is nice, but I am looking for iron now. Ice lake is just a bonus. Like, there's plenty of snow around that we can use to gather ice. But we just need more iron. Like, that's just the fact of the matter, is we need iron. Can't do anything in this game without iron. And we are getting very low on our battery. Yeah, you can see when I'm engaging thrusters. So here's what I'm probably, unless I find something, let's see, then if I do find something, I'm going to be stuck. I was just thinking I may just save scum it and reload a save, but yeah, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Yeah, I've got to head back to base. Now I'm getting a little nervous that I'm not going to make it. I'm trying to read all of these ore markers. And don't crash. Don't crash. Oh, I hit a tree. That tree just saved me. Oh my god. I was heading straight for the side of that hill. Gold, silver. And catching that tree actually saved me. How often does that happen? Holy cow. It doesn't. That's the thing, is most of the time when you hit a tree flying at speed, it's the tree causes you to turn and crash into the ground. Very rarely is the tree the thing that saves you. Oh, iron. GPS, new. I just saw iron, so there we go. I guess we're going to be building our base somewhere in this direction. I guess it's kind of close to this UVCT beacon. Man, my batteries have me nervous. Coasting. I've got like 10 minutes. Oh, 4 minutes when I'm... There you go, 7 minutes. This is just coasting, 7 minutes. Let's see if I tilt it down. 6 minutes now. Oh boy. Alright, well, then I'm going to cut the video here. Just found that iron deposit, and hopefully I make it back. That's pretty much all I'm doing, is I'm just going to try and fly back and pray that I make it. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and next episode we will come back out this direction and find a spot to establish the base. Probably along one of these mountainsides on where it's partially flat. That iron deposit is close enough along these where I'll be happy. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.